we were super, super excited to be invited along by this next band that we're going to be hearing from. And it was an amazing night. The band did absolutely outstanding. Silvercoast, if you've not heard of them, I don't know where you've been, but go find them on Facebook because they guys are about to absolutely rock it. They are phenomenal and they completely outdone themselves in the Barras on... Oh, what day was that? That was Thursday, wasn't it? Yes, on Thursday. Had to look at my producers there because I was like, I can't remember what day of the week we're on. It's Wednesday, isn't it? Oh my gosh, that was a week ago. I can't believe that. You know what? I'm still reeling from it because it was such an amazing gig. And I had the time of my life. Now, the lads and me done a little post-gig interview and we recorded it all up. And I'll admit, I've had a little listen. It's quite humorous is the best way to describe it. But not as funny as the post that the boys put up a little while ago. They posted up that they can't actually remember the questions that we were asking. So brace yourselves, we're in for a wild ride. This is our post-gig interview with Silvercoast. So we are backstage at the Barrowlands with Silvercoast. Hi guys, how are we doing this evening?
Very good.
Very tired is what I'm seeing here from you all.
I'm buzzing, man.
Yeah. You're buzzing.
Yeah, I'm just better.
You've been better. You're half asleep.
It's all the travelling.
That's what it is. That's been some amount of travelling for you guys over the last 48 hours kind of thing.
48 days. To be fair, these guys were like not driving. I was driving, but I'm like most awake.
We're just chilling in the back, having a good time.
Yeah, man.
But at least you're getting a couple of hours off before you start driving again. Although I'm hearing the weather's turning.
What? No.
I'm only kidding. I'm winding you up.
Why did we even put over that?
So how fun was that? The last 2 days you've been supporting Feeder. How would you describe it?
It's amazing, honestly, to be supporting a band like Feeder. You don't get to come along that often.
He's so tired. No, we're super thrilled to have been a part of it. They're like our biggest influence. Well, Aaron's for sure. I guess the rest.
Yeah, definitely. You can definitely hear a lot of Feeder through your work as well.
Yeah, I know. They said that to us yesterday, and we were so happy about that. They were like, "Oh man, we're." A good match is what they said.
Well, they definitely think you're a good match because we were just discussing this, that it's the third time that you've supported them. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a fourth?
Oh yeah, we're hoping so. Well, I mean, if we say yes, Grant, please.
If they're looking for full pure support ever, they know where we are. That'd be amazing.
Sounds like a plan. It definitely does.
Sounds like the next step to me.
I think you're going to have to go on a full world tour with them next.
More than that.
A Japanese tour alone would be fun.
Japanese tour? Is that what you really like to play then, is Japan?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
What about the rest of you? Have you got a sort of ideal venue or country that you need to go and play in?
Probably the States for me.
States?
Yeah, the States would be a big one.
States for me.
States, European quiet.
I like to play in Germany. For sure.
See, we're getting a difference here. That's why you're being so quiet. It's either that or he's fallen asleep and he's just kind of painted some eyes on him.
I'm still here.
Nah, to play Studio Coast in Japan would be good because obviously that's kind of like half of where the name of the band came from.
So these are... Yeah, true. So you're starting to get recognised at gigs now. How does that feel? And people are wanting selfies with you too. I mean, that must be surreal.
That was mental.
It's so hard not to be awkward as well because we're not used to that sort of thing at all. But it's nice.
I'm
It's so nice.
I'm dialed in. I've got it down.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I don't know, like your selfie game's quite strong. I've been watching the band page.
We're good.
Which brings me to the next question. Who takes the best selfie? Not you, because that's your phone.
I've got the longest arms, so I can kind of reach out
I
that little bit further to catch everyone.
I think Ali's the media guy, really, though, with the angles and things.
Yeah.
Andy's got long arms, like if we can combine them.
No skill though. Just,
All length, no time.
I'm still yet to find my good side, so I'm definitely not the selfie guy.
Mine's my left.
How are we finding the video for Try Now? Because that's out in the public domain, and what's the feedback we're getting?
Really good.
Been
Really, really good,
amazing so
yeah.
far, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah, very positive. All good. Views are flying in, so it's nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
check it out.
Obviously,
YouTube,
got some
Silvercoast,
radio
try.
play and stuff.
So what is next for you guys? And are we having a break? Are we going to get some more albums made up? Or
We're keeping the ball rolling. We're just gonna continue to write, and there may or may not be an album out soon.
oh, I like that. There may or may not. Nice bit of mystery going on there.
An emphasis on the may not. Wait, I mean. Maybe. No, maybe not. Maybe, man, it's a lot of effort, you know.
But
Obviously, we wouldn't want to put you through that, of course.
Sure.
What is the best thing then about supporting Feeder? I think I already know from Aaron, so everybody else first.
Oh, they're just. It's just wild. It's Feeder, you know?
yeah,
You know, not everyone gets to say that they supported Feeder, and we've been lucky enough to have a few opportunities at that. So to
Equal ones.
yeah, it's honestly crazy.
And then yours, Rob.
for me, like getting a chance to interact with that crossover audience, because I think with our genre similarities, there is a lot of potential fans that we can take over to our side from there. So, as well as meeting the guys, I had to come up with a different answer. So obviously, all those other things are lovely, but you know, getting to take some of their fans and maybe swap fans. I don't know. Maybe a few people were here to see the Silvercoast, and they're bigger Feeder fans now. Maybe, you know, just it worked for both of us, but.
I think it's just like the whole experience, really. Like, just really thankful that it happened and that we were all managed to get this opportunity and stuff. But like, I don't know, still not really sunk in. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's really not sunk in.
So halfway up the road, he's just gonna be like, "Oh my God, we just supported Feeder!"
I just like to be able to meet them as well, like themselves, Feeder. They're really sound guys.
So nice.
So nice.
Like, they don't. What was it? You were saying it that the other night. It was just like they're, you know, they're at a point in their careers where they don't have to be nice to people, but they just are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
It's good to meet those people, and when they're at that kind of level, to still be cool with the support acts.
Like
It's
they're
really
they're still paying
Yeah.
forward to the next bunch of bands. And
it's just
giving
cool
us-
to meet that, meet those people.
What's one thing that you've learned about yourselves or about yourself as a band throughout the experience then?
that we can get our set together fairly fast under pressure. We've got a big gig coming up, and that acquiring these two guys, Ali and Kyle, was a massive compliment to the sound and everything. And the biggest thing I've learned,
Well done, boys. Well done.
really, that we can play a big show and play to a crowd like that and not fold under the situation, you know, because when you go from playing
Almost like obviously these shows that we've just done supporting Feeder is like the biggest shows that we've had to date,
by far,
and I feel like we've accomplished it. Obviously it's an amazing opportunity and we're so fortunate to get it, but I feel like we've accomplished to be able to go up on that stage and put on a decent show for a crowd.
couple of thousand people as well. We're used to
It was absolutely packed out there. It got to the point you couldn't move.
it's so
So-
nice.
The Glasgow Barrowlands, like, it's an iconic venue. To be able to play it is fantastic.
The sound is amazing. Like the actual sound that you get from that room is just out of this world.
Definitely.
It's such a good sound.
And it's a massive, massive room as well. When I first walked in, it was empty, and then all of a sudden, it wasn't. I was like, whoa.
When we went out, like the first song, there was like you could see loads of room, like just like a few people there. Well, quite a few people, but then 3-4 songs in, the place was just filled. It was amazing to see.
Yeah,
That many people there to witness what you're playing.
I looked up in between every song and seen like the stages of like how more people had come in. So it was like it started off quite sparse, and then like after the first song there was like say like another 200 people in, and then after that again, and then at like probably after the fourth song, it seemed to be like pretty much like near
that was
capacity, like at capacity. It was nuts. I remember just looking up and I was like, oh my god, like how many people are actually here? I was like, I can't see the floor anymore.
no, just like the fear set in.
Yeah,
Like the real fear.
being a nervous.
Well, you wouldn't have known that you had any nerves or that, because all of you were just performing natural. You were keeping bantering between each other, which was great to see.
Yeah.
So you could see that you were keeping each other going as a unit.
Yeah.
So I'd say you have definitely gelled all together, especially with the fact that you guys are the new boys.
The lads.
Young team.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's it. 22. So
22. I've just turned 26, so Andy's technically the young team.
But they have brought that youth that we may have been lacking, I think, and it gives us that bit more energy and kind of relatability by our target audience and things. So it's been a great acquisition.
Yeah.
So if you could choose one feeder song and make it a Silvercoast song, which one would it be and why?
Right, okay, it would be Yesterday Went Too Soon.
Tune.
And why? Because it's an amazing song, and it's one that I've always held close to the heart. It's got some good emotional baggage with it, but it's
Best songs do.
yeah, man. It's just a cracker of a song. Always been my favourite song.
Oh man, I know. I would 100% go for Young off the new Tallulah album. It's a bop, flat out, but it's so well produced. Like the new album that they've just come out with.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
it's something wild.
For me, it was just a day. Like, I always remember growing up, sitting watching the Kerrang channels and everything with my little brother, and that crazy home movie, like mashed together music video they had. So hearing that live now, and like last night in Inverness, my brother was there, and it was like a nice wee moment, like reminiscent to watching that video, and now we're watching them live, and we've just supported them. It's like a cool moment. Love that song.
Which one did you?
I would love to have Silvercoast do like Idaho from their Generation Freak Show album. Just that was when I really got into Feeder. When joining Silvercoast and Aaron being a big fan kind of got me into Feeder, and Generation Freak Show was the album that they'd released at that time, and the Idaho just stuck with me from that album, so that'd be really cool.
You're not getting any answer in this.
probably gonna have to go with Eskimo, just because it makes me feel good. I like it.
That's a good one. The Eskimo because it makes them feel good. I like that answer.
I never expected that. You've gone up on my estimates.
I'm surprised I never heard Buck Rogers at all.
I mean,
We couldn't do that.
It's a tune, it's their song, but
Such an iconic song.
you can't take their.
I mean, you could take the best band in the world and say, redo Buck Rogers, and it still wouldn't be as good as.
nah, that's
One Feeder.
they've done it. They've smashed it. Everyone knows it, and it's theirs. That's
totally
it.
sounds like fanboy, but it's not.
Yeah,
it's a true story.
So what you really need to do now that you've toured with them 3 times, now you need to write a song with them. And do a joint set, so like when, for instance, they come out on stage, then you guys join them again.
Can you like email him this every day, just in case he listens to it? He's like, do you know that would be a real good idea?
Just listen 2 minutes this from here.
Yeah, just put it on a loop and just keep sending it to them.
I mean, that's basically how Aaron got the initial Feeder show.
Hey, if it worked, why not?
You gotta put yourself
I
out there. You gotta
apologised to him last night. I was like, "Listen, man, I'm so sorry for pestering you." And he was like, "No, man, listen, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You know, we gotta start somewhere."
That's like, what's it? The Exodus. It's like it's complete. You know,
The circle.
the circle's the prophecy is true.
So I noticed a lot of different takeaway things coming into these rooms before the gig. What was your pre-gig meal then that you were all having?
I don't think we even had anything.
You didn't have anything. Oh, there was lots of pizzas coming in.
Andy's grandfather's house. His granddad prepared
Pasta.
lovely pasta.
Yeah, we
There
had
we
like
go. See?
That's what it was.
Sorry,
My wee gran made us some pasta and a wee pasta dish for us.
Aww.
garlic bread as well. Man, I can eat garlic bread for every meal.
So yeah.
A Chinese. It would have been for me a Chinese.
Would have been a Chinese. There was a Chinese did come in actually. I thought it might have been for you, but there you go.
Wait, was that if we had the choice?
If we had the choice.
If you had the choice this time,
When did you get a Chinese?
he's going to get one later.
Do you know what? I've been proper craving a chippy. Like just So deep. Now listen, man. Like,
Someone get this man a chippy.
see, when you're like down in Glasgow and that, their jumbo sausage suppers have 2 jumbo sausages in it.
Their fish suppers have 2 slices of fish.
This is the best interview ever.
We have guessed it out.
Listen, we pay a premium up north.
And you get 1 slice of fish and 1 sausage.
1 sausage. The chips are soggy. Man,
It's not the best.
I'm just going to stop you there. Have you ever had pizza crunch? Battered pizza.
A deep fried pizza.
Yeah.
Or a deep fried Mars bar.
They're the best. Deep fried
we're not wild enough up north for that. They're like, that's those weirdos in the Central Belt, but it's good.
up north and they grudge putting it in.
Rightly so.
I'm sorry. So have we got any more gigs lined up before Christmas then, or is this now the sort of calm down period?
Nah, not before Christmas.
That's us now.
Now I think we're on some downtime for that. Kind of look into some writing,
Yeah, this is good calm down.
some band, yeah.
And
Perfect.
See the year out with a bit of writing towards the new album, and we'll get there.
Well, we're looking forward to that, and what you'll need to do is let me know when the new albums and that are coming out, and the new songs, and we'll keep playing all your stuff for you.
We'll be in contact.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Well, thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Here in our humble abode.
Hi, we're Silvercoast, and you're listening to The Scene with Shelley.
Bye.